We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 at this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a matchup here. We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Powell on the QB sneak, and he's going to have a Commanders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 3rd and 3. And Howell will throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Howell going to go for it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Howell running right on the option. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. This time they'll throw it with Howell. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Washington.
Just so you know, you were supposed to punt, but okay.
And the Commanders take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
And you're not even going to let me score either? All right, bro. I'll make sure you get suspended.
And a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force, and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for Washington.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Howell changing the play here. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Completed to Hyatt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 3. Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. And once more, Howell back to the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Howell. Going right side here, and that's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One last shot before the break. Howell slings this deep for McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air, never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Back to throw again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do touchdown. zone. Washington. Terry McLaurin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Flush to his right. And he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up inside the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
41. Commanders 31.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Howell firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Howell. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roberts. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Back to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1st down, Howell to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Howell. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Howell. Short throw, Roberts with it. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to about the 45. 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Powell to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A big play looming on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Here's Howell. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. There he goes up the right sideline. Saquon Barkley. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
They're going to run it with Barkley, and he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
Commanders 31.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Faking the handoff. Howell
32-yard line.
connects it to Roberts, right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And Howell will throw it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
A big loss.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.